Welcome back to Brink TV. I'm Neil, the company Park Rat, and today I'm here to talk to you about a bike I've been most excited about getting into the shop recently. It's a Park Duro, if you believe such a thing exists. It's the Transition BottleRocket. It's so sick. I absolutely love it. I've been waiting for these to come in since Transition announced them. Full 27 Enduro park bike, whatever you want to call it. There's two build kits, the Enduro kit or Park Duro kit that we've got in front of us, and a downhill one which comes with a dual crown fork. They're absolutely rad. There's a few different things to talk about with them. Transition have been really clever in the way that they've built these bikes, and that it's really good components on it. Obviously, you've got full Marzocchi suspension on both builds, as I said, Maven brakes, SRAM 70/GX drivetrain, depending on which build you're getting. Both the downhill and the Park Duro, Enduro, whatever you're calling it version, are full 27, which is so good to see. If you're someone like myself, unlike Matt and Steve and all that, I'm not too fussed about how fast can I go down the hill. I'm more concerned with, let's have some fun down the hill and pull up and try and get sideways. So that's more what this is about. Transition with this bike are using what they're calling the Gravity Cast BB system. Basically, what that is instead of everything being welded to the BB, they've put the BB and kind of forged that into a whole unit where there's now two welds above it. What that does is it makes the bike a bit stronger because there's less welds. Two, allows them to put in what they're calling chips and salsa. So chips and salsa is the kind of flip chips and length stays that they've got on the bike. Because with the chips, you can change both the progression setting of the rear shock and the BB height and head angle independently of each other, which is really, really cool to see. So you can have it slack and progressive with the low BB, or you can have it a bit steeper and a bit more playful if you're, around here on the trails we've got, or you can make it slightly more linear, depending on how you want the bike to feel, really. STALSA stands for Super Awesome Length Stay Adjust. Basically, this bike comes with stock a 436mm chainstay, which is quite short, which is what you want on a bike like this if it's just fun. You can get a +5 or a +10 option though, which is rad. So you can really kind of dial this bike in and get it how you want to feel. If you're hitting, loads more high speed stuff, maybe that longer back end will feel good. If you are like we are around here, fairly flat, you can keep that short back end and keep it really nice to chuck it into all the turns. Almost every bike has some version of a flip chip these days, so it's good to keep that going with it. Moving on from that, the Enduro version of this bike is coming with the SRAM 70 drivetrain, which is the mechanical T-type. It's really, really good to see on this bike. It's a lot stronger. It can take a lot more abuse on those days in the park, and there's a lot just less to go wrong with it as well. The drivetrain on the downhill bike, it's coming with the SRAM GX downhill drivetrain. It's the best value for money downhill drivetrain that there is out there. Both the downhill version and the Enduro are coming with the Maven base brakes. They're just the new standard in the terms of entry point brakes. They've got all the power, the lever feels amazing. They're really simple, so there's not a huge amount to go wrong with them. They are just the way to go. As we've mentioned a few times now, it's full 27. Rolling on Schwalbe tyres, not the radial casings though. Radials, obviously, they've got a bit more compliance in it. That's not really what this bike's about. This bike's more about hit berm, kick dirt in your mate's face, have a good time. So the Enduro version and the downhill version coming with almost a full bird tick finishing kit. It is a full bird tick finishing kit on the Enduro. The downhill is everything but the stem. It is, I believe it's a race face stem. Bergtech makes sick stuff. Race face also makes sick stuff. Other things bike comes with, it's all the usual goodness you'd expect these days. Boost spacing, 31/8 seat post, big old chainring clearance, and SRAM UDH, should you choose to put a derailleur hanger on it. They're coming with the Bergtech, it's the Cloud Boost saddle. It's the best park saddle there is, pretty much. In terms of how they pedal, it's very much a winch and party type system. It can get you to the top. It's not the greatest of climbers, and Transition themselves say that, but that's not really what this bike's about. This bike is much more about having a good time on the way back down. Now we're on to price. For the Enduro one, it's £3,699, and for the downhill one, it's £4,299, which the amount of bike you're getting for that much money is just, in my opinion, absolutely mental. Colorways, both the downhill and the Park Duro Enduro build are coming in two different colorways. They're coming in what they're calling Snowstorm, which I think looks pretty good. And the other one is the pink, which they're called Disco Flamingo. And I like that color so much, I've actually ordered one of the frames. I'm really, really stoked on this bike, and I cannot wait for it to arrive and get mine built. There's loads of different things that you can do with them. As you can have big old fork on the front with the downhill versions. It's full, I think it's 203, 203 or 200, 200 travel-wise, or you can have it 180, 180 as it is on the Enduro. I'm building mine up single speed. no gears or anything like that, just crack on, have some brakes. Might even put my cable through the head tube and force myself to learn how to bar spin. We'll see. But yeah, they're rad bikes. What they come with as well, it's quite hard to upgrade them for the money. If you wanted to, you could change the levers on the Mavens and make them, you know, more like the Ultimates. I honestly can't think of anything else I would upgrade on it. Obviously, you know, it's the 70 drivetrain, it's SRAM's entry to the T-Type. It works really, really well. I'm a run it till it breaks guy, so I don't know if I actually would upgrade that if I was putting it on my bike, but you know, that's that. They're really, really rad bikes, and obviously, as we said, they're quite budget friendly for what you're getting on them. It really is just, I'm so stoked on this bike, and yeah, I can't wait for mine to arrive. And yeah, once mine's here, you'll see me in the bike park being sketchy. So thanks for looking at the Transition BottleRocket with us. Any questions, pop them down in the comments. We'll try to get back to you.